Hello and welcome to another Radical Red Challenge run. This time it is a fighting mono run with the same rules as the other runs. So it's on minimal grinding, on version 4.1, on normal mode. We're not going to be using any mons which we've already used in previous runs, and we're only going to use one legendary per team. We choose Torchic as our starter. Unfortunately we can't use it yet because it only becomes a fighting type once it evolves. But we're able to pick up 6 team members before we make our way to Faulkner, so we're able to make our way through his team, sacrificing a couple of our mons, but doing damage in the process and whittling down his flying type Pokemon. Brock is a more simple fight, as we can hit all of his mons for super effective damage. Mienfao does a lot of damage to the Varoom, unfortunately getting poisoned in the process. But then it's a case of just switching our mons on the Onyx and then the Archon to get damage off and just chip down his team with priority from Machop and Pancham, which finishes the fight. After obtaining our first gym badge, we head through Mount Moon and face our rival. A couple of our fighting types have early evolutions, so we're able to get some strong mons early in the game, such as Hariyama and a Gramble, which is able to make this rival fight quite easy, as we have to just power down his entire team and then make our way through the rest of Nugget Bridge to fight the Rocket Grunt. The Rocket Grunt, again, we're able to do big damage with Hariyama and Gramble, avoiding the Dragon Rage from Gabite thanks to our Fairy typing. We're able to chip down the Growlithe with a combination of damaging moves and gain the Frostbite. Then, unfortunately, Hariyama goes down, but thanks to Monotype coming in, we can do big damage to the Gabite, take it out, leaving just the Kamala, which we're able to finish with Pancham. Bugsy is next, and because Hariyama can learn Rock Tomb, we're able to hit all of his bugs for super effective damage. Unfortunately, Ledian does take us out, but Pawmot is able to paralyze Ledian with a Nuzzle and unfortunately go down, allowing Gramble to come in, hit a Fire Fang on the incoming Scizor, do big damage, survive a hit from Scyther and get big damage off in return, allowing Meditite to come in, fake out and finish it off. We're then able to finish off the Scizor, Rock Tomb the Ledian, leaving just the low kicks left. It takes out our Meditite, but Machop's able to come in, Mach Punch and finish the fight. We then head down back to Cerulean and face Misty to get our second gym badge. We're able to deal a lot of damage to the Frogadier, leading to the Starmie coming in. Gramble is able to get a paralysis off and take out the Starmie, do decent damage to the Clodsire and take it out without taking too much damage in return. We finish off the Frogadier, and then which leaves just the Floatzel, which Gramble is able to deal with. After beating Misty, we go down to the SSN. At this point we have a Mienshao, which is very strong against Brenda's team, combined with Pangoro, who can finish off the rest of the mons. Surge was slightly more of an issue because we do not have a ground type in this run. So we're relying on non-stab ground moves to do super effective damage to his electric types. Hariyama goes down to the Vikavolt. We send in Mian get a fake off on the Monotype, do a bit of chip damage, allowing Lucario to come in and finish it off. Lucario gets a bit of damage off on Pawmot. Pangoro is able to live a hit, slow down the Pawmot with Bulldoze, allowing Mian to finish it off. We're then able to do switch in Pawmot on the Bellibolt's electric moves and click Dig to force in the Vikavolt. Gramble then comes in on the Vikavolt, burns the Bellibolt on the Volt switch, but unfortunately goes down. Mian comes back in, finishes off the Bellibolt, leaving just the Vikavolt left. We hit it with a Rock Tomb to finish it off, and then we just take out the Pincurchin to finish the fight. After beating Surge, we do head through Rock Tunnel, make our way over to Celadon City, and face Erica. In this fight, we have a Mon with a nickname, which is our Sirfetch'd. The only reason why it has a nickname is because it's a trade Mon, which is available in Vermilion City. First Impression is able to do a lot of damage. Cut is able to take out the Meganium. Unfortunately, we then go down to Venusaur, and a combination of Medicham and Blaziken is able to deal with the Venusaur after we allow Annihilate to fall asleep. The burn is able to chip it down, and a Zen Headbutt from Medicham is able to finish it off. The next fight also tries to put our monster to sleep with the Dark Void from Hypno. We're able to do decent damage to it. Unfortunately, we're unable to take it out before he puts one of our monsters to sleep, but Medicham can finish it off, putting us in a better position. Sirfetch'd is then able to do a lot of damage to Obstagoon, while Aerodactyl is taken out. We're able to finish off the remaining mons in the fight, and make our way through the Rocket Hideout. We then have our second double battle, this time against the Scrafty and the Weezing. We focus down the Weezing, turn 1, to make sure that the Slacking has Truant. Then it's just a case of switching our mons in to hit the remaining Pokemon for super effective damage, and make it a 2v1 against the Truant Slacking. We're able to take out the Diplin, and then it's a simple case of whittling down the remaining Slacking. The second double battle is against the Talonflame and the Shiftry team. Unfortunately, Talonflame does get up a Tailwind and burn our Lucario, but because we're running Lucario Special, it's less of an issue, and we're able to take out the lead two mons. This just leaves the Toxicroak and the Electros, which normally aren't a threat, but under Tailwind can do a lot of damage to our team. Fortunately, we're able to chip them down, and combined with Fake Out, we're able to stall out the Tailwind and take out the remaining mons. Giovanni is our next fight. We of course lead Medicam against the Nidoking, which forced it to switch out. We're able to switch in Sirfetch'd on Veluza, take it out with the First Impression, do big damage to Infernape, and almost take out the Nidoking. Medicham's then able to come in, but unfortunately go down to Honchkrow. Lucario is once again able to come in, do big damage with Flash Cannon, not take down the Honchkrow, but bring it down low enough where First Impression will kill. Sirfetch'd then does enough damage to Orthworm to take it out of Shedtail range, which leaves just the Kangaskhan left, which Blaziken is able to deal with thanks to triple arrows. Our reward for beating Giovanni is obtaining the Sylph Scope, which we use to clear out Lavender Tower and then head to Sylph Co. Gramble is able to come in on Staraptor and intimidate it to do less damage. We then switch in Chestnut on the King Gambit, which unfortunately goes down to the incoming Jumpluff. Sirfetch'd, it once again does a lot of work. I managed to get a crit on Blastoise thanks to the Leak Stick boosting critical hits from Sirfetch'd. Unfortunately then goes down to the Staraptor. We switch in Armachamp, which does nothing but causes the Staraptor to go down to recoil, allowing Quaquaval to finish off the Darmanitan. After beating the rival in Sylph, we have our double battle against Archer and Ariadne. We get faked out by the Incineroar, but Masquerain does a lot of damage to Gothitelle and we're able to finish it off the next turn. We then take out the Incineroar. Unfortunately, Gholdengo takes us out with Make It Rain, but lowering its special attack in the process. Chestnut's then able to come in. We're able to take out the Primarina. And then we're able to focus down the Mawile, leaving us in a 2v1 against the remaining Gholdengo and the Mega Houndoom. We're able to take out the Gholdengo. Explode thankfully lands a Focus Blast, and we're able to finish off the fight. Against Giovanni, we lead a Mystic Water holding Quaquaval to one-shot the Hippowdon, and do big damage to the Garchomp with Ice Punch. We get a lucky Frostbite on the Garchomp, which means we're able to bulk up with Chestnut and not worry about the Garchomp thanks to it going down to Frostbite damage. We're able to set up a couple of bulks up against the Torterra, live a crit, and then do big damage to the Garganacl with Needle Arm. Our leftovers are really helping us out because it's mitigating the Sandstorm damage and allowing us to recover health. But because we're so bulked up at this point with Chestnut, the remaining mons can't touch us, and we're able to sweep the rest of the fight with a combination of Iron Barbs and damaging moves. Chestnut is once again useful, this time against Chuck. We're able to set up a couple of bulk ups against Hitmontop, and we're able to take the triple Axles. Not great, but well enough where it takes itself out. We're also able to break Sneasler's Focus Sash, thanks to the Iron Barbs, allowing Sirfetch'd to finish it off. We switch out on the Quaquaval because we do not want the Moxie boost, but Gramble is able to take it out with a Raging Bull. We are able to do nothing to the Lucario, so we switch out into Blaziken straight away. Unfortunately then Gallade comes in and takes us out. First Impression is able to take out the Gallade. Unfortunately we get put to sleep by Breloom, but we switch in Annihilate, hit the Breloom with a couple of Shadow Punches, and we're able to take out Chuck. After defeating Chuck, we head to the next building over and face Sabrina. When facing Sabrina, I always focus on the mon on the field which can set up Trick Room. So the Hatren first, then the Gardevoir, then the Porygon 2. Unfortunately they are able to set up Trick Room this time, because we don't have enough damage to take out the Porygon 2 in one hit. But thanks to our mons having a bit of bulk, we're able to stall out the Trick Room, leaving us just against the Brute Bonnet and the Ursaluna. And at this point, we have enough damage where we're able to finish them off. We do stay in Saffron City for our next fight as we face the Mudkip Kid to obtain Earthquake, which is very important later on. Chestnut is able to take out the Sea King, unfortunately going down to a Frostmoth crit, but this allows Blaziken to switch in, bulk up, get a couple of speed boosts, outspeed everything, and sweep the rest of the fight, taking out the Mega Swampert, the Pelipper, and the remaining Scizor. After obtaining Earthquake, we have our first gym rematch against Brock. Brock was a simple fight. We were just able to click bulk up with Chestnut, and thanks to a combination of Spiky Shield, Leftovers, Horn Leech, and Drain Punch, we're able to keep our health topped up, and all of Brock's mons aren't able to touch us, including the Arcanine with its fire moves, which are super effective. Chestnut is easily able to take out the remaining mons and finish the fight. Our second rematch against Misty is slightly more complicated, as we can't just click bulk up with Chestnut and win. We have to whittle down our team a bit before we can get to that stage. Scrafty is able to pressure Gyarados and force it out, and then Toxic the incoming Gorbis to put it on a timer, allowing Lucario to finish it off with Flash Cannon and the Toxic damage. We do a bit of chip damage to Kingdra with extreme speed, unfortunately going down, allowing Mienshao to come in, click Fake Out, hit a Drain Punch, and switch out to Surfetched. We're able to finish off the Kingdra, unfortunately going down to the Archulodon, but we switch in Mienshao, which does massive damage to the Archulodon, and then is able to take out the incoming Ferrothorn with a couple of Drain Punches. This forces in the Palafin, which we switch to Chestnut for, to set up some bulk ups, and thanks to Spiky Shield and Leftovers, we keep our HP topped up and regain enough HP where we can live a hit from Gyarados, leaving just the remaining Archulodon, which unfortunately takes us out, but we can finish with Mienshao's Drain Punch. Surge and his electric types are up next, and unfortunately we still don't have a ground type, but Chestnut is able to resist the electric moves, hit the Iron Treads with a Drain Punch, and then bulk up. Earthquake is doing no damage to us, so we're able to freely set up, forcing in the Iron Hands. Thanks to the bulk ups, we're able to take it out no problem and stay relatively healthy. This forces in Manectric, which Volt switches instead of clicking Flamethrower. In the meantime, we click bulk up, unfortunately do go down to the Flamethrower. This allows our Gallade, which we obtained a Mega Stone from Chuck for, take it out with Psycho Cut, do big damage to the Belly Bolt, unfortunately go down in the process, allowing Surfetch to come in, click First Impression and take it out. Surfetch then will take out the Pawmot, unfortunately going down to Rotom, but our own Pawmot is able to take out the remaining Rotom. Against Erica, we lead Blaziken, and then switch in Chestnut. This forces out Hawlucha, and thanks to Spiky Shield, we're able to do a bit of chip damage to it. After Lucario lives a close combat, we're able to take out the Hawlucha, do some chip damage to the Lilligant with extreme speed, but unfortunately go down. Blaziken's then able to switch in, we're able to live a hit, click Blaze Kick, and take it out. We unfortunately don't take out the Sinistcha in one hit, so our health is going down, but we are able to one-shot the Ogerpon, one-shot the Meowscarada, go down to the Venusaur, allowing Surf Edge to come in, first impression, and finish the fight. After completing our 4th rematch, we make our way down the weather routes into Fuchsia City to face Koga. Lucario goes down to Iron Valiant, allowing Blaziken to get a free switch in, set up a bulk up, get the speed boost so we outspeed, and take out the remaining members of Koga's team before they're able to do any damage to us. After attaining our 6th gym badge, we face Brendan. Our Mega Gallade, with Sharpness, is able to one-shot the lead Metagross and prevent rocks coming up on our side of the field. Unfortunately, we go down to Sceptile, but Surf Edge can come in, finish it off, live a hit from Exploud, and take that out as well. We then go down to Gardevoir, but Lucario is able to come in, set up a Calm Mind, take it out with Flash Cannon, bait in the Medicham, switch into our Ghost type, which forces in Crawdaunt. We then switch into Scrafty on the Dark move, take it out, and then once again switch back into Annihilate, as Medicham can't touch us. We are then able to obtain Surf from the Safari Zone and make our way over to the Seafoam Islands. Mienshao is able to break Jinx's Focus Sash, allowing First Impression to take it out. Then we click Meteor Rush with Surf Edge, which is a 150 base power move, which still doesn't one-shot Walrein with Fur Coat. This means that we're able to get a free switch into Blaziken, which is able to set up a couple of bulk ups, a couple of speed boosts to outspeed everything. It's able to click triple arrows on pretty much all of Price's team, and clean up the remainder of the fight. Our reward for defeating Price was the Choice Scarf, and our reward for defeating Jasmine, our current fight, is going to be the Choice Band. When I switched in Blaziken here, I bulk up, and then I click bulk up again, thinking I'm going to live the Earthquake. Unfortunately I don't. But Gallade's able to come in, click Sacred Sword, and take it out. We're able to do massive damage to the Melmetal, almost taking it out, but allowing Annihilate to come in and finish it off. We're able to click Drain Punch on the Samurott, unfortunately not one-shotting, but we live a Razor Shell and take it out. Then able to bring down the Excadrill low and get a lot of HP back with Drain Punch, and finish off the remaining Magnezone with yet another Drain Punch. With the Choice Band and Choice Scarf now in hand, we go to face May. Mega Gallade does a lot of work on May's team, taking out the Flygon, Breloom, Solrock, Relicanth, and the Mega Blaziken, with the only mon surviving Gallade being Manectric, which we switch Chestnut into to slowly whittle it down with Drain Punches and finish the fight. Our reward for defeating May was both access to the Pokemon Mansion and the Blazikenite, giving us access to Mega Blaziken. Our Komodo is able to break Armarouge's Sash, allowing Mega Gallade to finish it off with Night Slash. We then able to bring the Mega Charizard low enough where Extreme Speed from Lucario is able to take it out. We're able to get a bit of chip off on Executor before it takes us out, allowing Sheding to come in with First Impression and finish it off. Dual Wing Beat does big damage to the Slitherwing. We're then able to live a Focus Blast from the Typhlosion, and thanks to our speed boost we now outspeed everything. We're able to Blaze Kick away and finish off the remaining of Blaine's team. Following our 7th gym badge, we are taken to Cerulean Cave. where we have a back-to-back fight against Archer and Ariadne. Sirfetch'd goes down to Mimikyu, but Blaziken's able to switch in, take it out with a Blaze Kick, take out the Durant with a Blaze Kick, and finish off the Houndoom with triple arrows. We then have our second fight against Hatren and Ariadne's team. Lucario is able to take it out with a Flash Cannon. Tauros is able to switch in on Honchkrow to get the Intimidate off. We're able to do big damage to the Rhyperia, allowing Gallade to switch in and finish it off. Gallade is then able to hit the Mawile for big damage, allowing Blaziken to come in and finish off the fight. In our battle against Giovanni at the end of Cerulean Cave, our Scrafty is very important, as it means Mewtwo can't just click Expanding Force over and over again and take out all our mons. We're able to take out the Mega Mewtwo relatively early. Unfortunately, Scrafty does go down, but Gallade living the hit means we have the Mega Gallade to take out the Tyranitar, to do massive damage to the Celesteela, allowing Dialga to finish off the Excadrill. Our 8th gym battle is against Claire. We're able to do good damage to the Aerodactyl with Blaziken, take out the Naganadel, fortunately living a +2 Sludge Wave, switch out on the Dragonite on the extreme speed and Intimidate with Tauros, get a bit of chip damage with Zen Headbutt, unfortunately go down. Scrafty then comes in once again clicking Intimidate. We're able to get a poison off on the Dragonite, and then it's a case of just switching around to whittle it down. We then switch in Mega Gallade on the incoming Gouging Fire, two-shot it, finish off the Aerodactyl, take out the Roaring Moon. Unfortunately, don't take out the Magearna, but bring it low enough where Lucario can finish it off. We now have all our gym badges, but we still have a couple of rival fights. Our first one is against our original rival. We're able to bring down the Staraptor low and allow Sirfetch'd to finish it off. Iron Moth then comes in to take us out because we don't have a safe switch in, but Gallade can come in and revenge kill and take it out. Gallade then goes down to Sneasler, allowing Lucario to come in and force the Sneasler to go for close combat, lowering its defences. This allows Blaziken to come in, click Bulk Up on the incoming Kingambit. We're then able to take out the Kingambit, the Azumarill and the Sneasler, unfortunately not having enough for the Blastoise, but Scrafty can come in and finish the fight. Our last rival fight is against Brendan. Hariyama's Fake Out is enough to break Deoxys' Sash, and then we can live a hit thanks to our own Focus Sash. Blaziken is able to live a hit from Huntail and take it out with triple arrows, do big damage to Zapdos and get a lucky paralysis with Thunder Punch, allowing Gallade to come in and finish it off. We're able to live a hit from Landorus, take it out, switch in Scrafty on Jirachi, Dragon Dance for free, live a hit from the Sceptile and click Toxic to put it on a timer. Scrafty's able to take it out. Unfortunately, Jirachi does outspeed with the Choice Scarf, but Gallade can now come in, hit Night Slash and finish the fight. The team for the Elite Four is now on screen. The reason why Tauros has changed from a water breed to a fire breed is because My laptop crashed when I was playing through the game, and that corrupted the save file of this run, so I had to redo the entire run, and this time I chose fire instead of water in Chuck's gym. Regardless, our first battle is against Lorelei. We're able to take out her lead 2 mons with Gallade and Lucario. We're then able to take out the Rotom, leaving just the Baxcalibur, the Abomasnow, and the Calyrex left. The Abomasnow is able to do massive damage and take out our Chestnut and Gallade. We have to send out Tauros and Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant is able to bring Baxcalibur low, while Tauros is able to bring Abomasnow low, allowing Pangoro to Bullet Punch, take it out, and Tauros to finish off the Baxcalibur. In a 2v1, we're able to whittle down the Calyrex and finish off Lorelei's team. Against Bruno, our Lucario is holding the Balloon, so the Great Tusk is unable to hit a ground move on us, and we're able to take it out with Flash Cannon. Once the Iron Hand comes in, we're able to switch in Chestnut, set up some bulk ups, force in the Zacian, live the Behemoth Blades, thanks to the bulk ups, and Drain Punch to take it out. Unfortunately, our Chestnut does go down to the Iron Valiant because it's a special attacker rather than a physical attacker in this version of the fight. We are able to switch in Tauros, which is able to hit 2 Zen Headbutts and take out the Iron Valiant, thankfully living a hit. Then Lucario is able to come in and finish us off, but we're able to switch in our Mega Gallade, take out the Lucario, do big damage to the Urshifu and take it out, finish off the Iron Hands with our own Pangoro. Pangoro is our lead against Agatha to bait out Taunt from the lead Zoroark and then take it out with Wicked Blow. This leads to Chi Yu coming in, which we switch Tauros in, click Close Combat and take it out. We switch Pangoro back in on Goldengo, hit it with a Sucker Punch, leading to Marshadow coming in and taking us out with Drain Punch. Iron Valiant unfortunately doesn't have enough damage to take out Marshadow, but Chestnut, Spiky Shield and Iron Barbs are able to bring it down to roughly 1 HP. Lucario gets a bit of damage off on Gengar before going down to a Shadow Ball, allowing Tauros to finish it off with a Zen Headbutt. This baits in the Roaring Moon as we're Choice Scarfed into Zen Headbutt. We can switch in Chestnut at this point, bulk up, allow it to take itself out, and let the Marshadow take itself out with Spiky Shield. Thanks to Calm Mind on our Lucario, we force the Aerodactyl to click Taunt, which prevents rocks coming up on our side of the field against Lance. We're also able to break the Dragonite's multiscale with extreme speed and do a bit of chip damage, allowing Iron Valiant to come in and click Moonblast. This forces in the Melmetal, which Tauros is able to take out with 2 Raging Bulls. Unfortunately then Salamence comes in, takes us out. I then switch in Chestnut to force the Salamence to go for Double Edge to do massive recoil to itself, allowing Iron Valiant to finish it with a Moonblast. We then click Moonblast on Dialga, do a decent bit of damage. Gallade does a bit more chip damage. Unfortunately we get roared out with Roar of Time, but Pangoro can finish off the legendary. Iron Jugulus then comes in, takes us out, but Gallade has more than enough damage to finish it off and take out the remaining Dragonite. Against the champion, we lead with Chestnut because it's pretty useless in this fight, so we're just going to use it to whittle down the Pheromosa. With Spiky Shield, and Iron Barbs. After the Pheromosa switches to Eternatus, we let our Chestnut go down to get a clean switch into Gallade. Get a massive Psycho Cut off, almost take it out in one hit, but bring it low enough where Lucario can finish it off. Lucario then goes down to Koraidon, but Iron Valiant with a clean switching can kick Moonblast and take it out. This forced in the Metagross, which is going for a Psychic move, so we're able to switch in Pangoro for free, click Wicked Blow, and take it out. Against a Veltor, we go down to Oblivion Wing, but because we preserved Gallade, we're able to get a bit of damage off, allowing Iron Valiant to finish it off. Once the Pheromosa comes in, we switch into Tauros. On the U-turn, force the Ditto to switch to Tauros, let Tauros go down, and Iron Valiant can finish the fight with 2 Moonblasts. Overall, fighting was a pretty fun run. And up next is probably going to be Rock.